Hello guys, this is before you buy the OBS Chevy. So the OBS Chevy refers to the old body style versus the new body style, the one that came right after this. You've seen them around. They had the first generation LS engines and then the 5.3 truck engines, and this one still has the old Vortec 5.7 or 350. This one is a 2500 4x4 single cab long bed. And it's treated me pretty well. I mean, I've had a couple small problems with it. I'm going to show you under the hood here. You know, this was used to have tow mirrors on it right here, so I got that, but none of them really have that. So this one, a common thing you'll see with these things when you get them are these. They just like deflect wind, I guess, off the leading edge. So yep, this is the 5.7 350 Vortec. I can tell it's a old school engine. Just looking at it, I mean, you know, it has that old configuration. Sorry. Has these trash GM batteries in them. I don't like these. I've been primarily a Ford guy, but this thing has been pretty good to me. Yeah, so this thing has a few common problems that all of them really have. Now this is a 2500, and I believe it has a 4L80E transmission already in it. But a lot of the 1500s, or all of the 1500s, have 4L60E transmissions, which are complete junk. They will blow up at any minor burnout or a little bit of power. So the 4L60E transmissions that came in these things were pretty bad. A lot of people manual swap them, sorry. But yeah, this one has treated me pretty well. It's not in too bad a condition. You can see it's not too much rust has formed in the spot that it does. As you can see here, I painted over the little bit of rust that had started to form just to stop that in its tracks. But let's see here. I like how it says next generation airbag, but there's not actually an airbag in this thing. So if you rip off the steering cover, look at that, no airbag. There we go. Put that back on. Yeah, so right now my steering wheel is kind of like off to the side here because it was in a wreck, I believe. So when you hop inside, you'll see one of the other problems with these cars, these trucks, the push button 4x4. So this one has been really great to me, never failed once. But what happens with these things is there's like a little like sending relay, whatever, electronically in there, and that breaks from time to time. Now the older OBSs have a on the floor, like actual stick that you pull down, and that one is a lot more reliable because it's, you know, it's like it's a direct connection to the transfer case. But this one here has the push button, hasn't broken yet. As long as I take it easy, I don't think it'll break. AC doesn't work currently. Right here, it used to be like a CD player, I believe, but it's been replaced with a little cubby. This one has just a Bluetooth and, you know, FM radio in it. Currently, you know, nothing special, no CD player, but you don't really need that with Bluetooth anymore. I just Bluetooth my phone to it, and it's perfect. So this one has 211,000 miles, 583. So everything's great with this truck. It's been an awesome truck. It had a couple brake problems and a head or exhaust manifold bolt broke in it, but for what it's been a really good truck. Let's start her up. You can hear that 350 rumble. Good oil pressure. I just stopped running it just a minute ago, so it's kind of low on temp there, but pretty good engine. You know, not the fastest thing, certainly not the fastest thing around. We're just gonna go for a quick spin here. I'm gonna turn this off so it doesn't connect. Go, that's off. I put my own LED lights in there just to make it look a bit nicer than the standard just blue. You know, this is the standard white. So I put that in there for me, I guess. So we're just gonna go take this thing for a quick spin. I'll do like a little acceleration test. But this thing has been really great to me. It's a long bed, so you can tow stuff, throw stuff in the back. this thing's been pretty reliable. And I live in Alaska, so this thing is definitely needed to serve its purposes a couple times when the snow was up. Has a great heater in it. Great heater. Love the heater. That's a really good benefit of a single cab in Alaska is, you know, the cabin heats up a whole lot quicker. So, over the past couple years, I've amassed like 13 cars, and I don't have all of them anymore, but, sorry there, guys. I was making a phone call on my Bluetooth system. Let's do a burnout. Oh, hell yeah. So this thing is, it's slow, but it's not too bad. You know, it's, I wouldn't call it fast. Let's just say that. It's probably better for towing, I'm thinking. You know, you have those low range gears right there. You could probably throw it into like 3 if you're going up a hill, you know. So yeah, sorry about that phone call there, guys. It's whatever. But yeah, this thing's great. It has cruise control, mist wipers. There you go. Yeah, so this thing really has worked great for a truck in Alaska. It has a great heater, like I was saying. Rips burnouts when it wants to. It doesn't do it on pavement just because. I think the reason why it doesn't do burnouts is because it has these huge tires on it for the 2500s. They have the really big tires. Apparently, this configuration truck in this, like all these specs, is a rare vehicle. So. So slow. Wow, that's so slow. I had my Lincoln Continental, I had a 97, 8, I don't even know anymore. I forget all my cars. But I had a 32 valve Continental a couple months ago that I since traded for my Crown Vic. That thing was pretty quick because it had the, you know, 32 valve, so that thing was, again, it's not too fast because it's such a heavy car, but a whole lot faster than this truck. So, as you can see, it rips a little bit. It rips, but, you know, I would definitely recommend this as like a first truck if you're just getting in a truck buying, because you can buy these for like $2,000 in really good condition. So, you know, it's worth it, I'd say. For a reliable vehicle that started basically every time, single thumbs up for sure. It was quite good. So yeah, apparently this configuration was a rare option. It's a 2500 with a 350, and it's a single cab long bed. I don't know if that's a rare configuration or what. Guy told me it was, so I didn't pay anything extra for this rarity, but he just told me that as like a little fun fact. I don't know if he was just bullshitting me or what, but yeah, this thing's pretty sweet though. I got a hitch on it. Bed has been used quite a bit. Oh, another problem with these things is the little like plastic covering right there. It usually falls out. Mine hasn't yet, but it probably will eventually. You know, steel bed, don't know what you can say for that. It's heavy. Doesn't get the best gas mileage, but sure a hell of a lot better than my Ford over there, because that Ford has like 411 gears or like 383 gears or what. I don't know what it is. That thing is like terrible on gas mileage. Like, you'll get on the highway, right, and it basically doesn't want to go over 50 miles an hour. But you can get to like 90, sure, but you're gonna be at like red line, you know? Like, a decent cruise is 55, like 60, you know? Like, that's like your low RPM in third gear. But as soon as you get up to like, you know, 80, 85, then it's just screaming. And you're running through gas so quick. So this thing's more of like a around town kind of ride. But I want to show you this. This is hilarious. So look at the tread on this tire. Not too bad. You know, it's worn. Sure. And then you go over to like this tire right here. And this tire is like brand new. And these tires were bought at the same time. So you take a look at that. Pretty thick tread. Go over here. Pretty low tread. Because it only spins one wheel. So it only spins that one. And wow, this thing wants to spin everywhere. I mean, you know, when it shifts, when I'm going full throttle from first, and when it shifts into second, kind of like bangs into second, man, it almost wants to spin. I think it does actually spin, that one wheel right there. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Chevy Silverado right here. So recently I painted the frame rail with some basic Rust-Oleum just to make it look good from a distance. The wheels are starting to become crusty, but it still looks like a very just good truck. You know, it's not gonna stand out. It's just your standard OBS Chevy. So should you buy it? Probably. You could probably look for something else, but all 90s trucks kind of had their own set of problems. Like the Ford had the spark plug thing with they had like that aluminum block, aluminum head, 5.4, and it got the spark plugs like would shoot out, or spark plugs would get like broken in the thing. If you like, basically, I think it's just dumbasses doing spark plug jobs, to be honest with you. Like they cross thread it, and then it's like, oh, whoa, it's so bad, I don't know how to work on an aluminum head. Like, fuck, okay? So I don't think the Ford was too bad of a problem, but these things had the 4L60 problem transmission, and with the Dodge Rams, they had the transmission problems as well, because they were using like electronic solenoids and electronic computers in their transmissions, and it was a little bit of a problem with that. But all of these trucks in the 90s were pretty good, and you can find them for decent cheap if you're in the right place, because wow, people want a lot for trucks nowadays. Like, it's ridiculous. Like a 93 F250 7.3 would go for like $15,000. Like, what? Yeah, like this thing cost like $2,000, I think. So pretty solid truck. You'll probably find one for a lot less. This Ford cost me $300, so I love it. Has a little bit of a bumper problem, but you know, it's a Ford. Got a bed, not too badly rusted out. You know, that's the only rust right there, basically. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, like, this truck is awesome. Like, for around town or like in your yard kind of thing, this would be really awesome. But I like it for just going around really loud. Oh yeah, because it's straight piped as well. Yeah. So this is my review on the OBS Chevy. Should you buy it? Probably, if you can find the right price for it. People are starting to ask quite a bit for these things now, because I guess they're older, starting to become vintage and cool. So these are probably the cheapest trucks you can find at the moment, because the 99s and the NBS trucks, new body style trucks, had the it's NBS, or it's, I don't know the names. I'm not a Chevy guy, but all I know is the next generation truck up from this had the 5.3 LS, and people just, they know what it's worth nowadays, and like, oh shit, I want $5,000 for my, you know, 99 1500 250,000 mile fucking truck. So these are basically cheapest trucks on the market you can get, and this one's very clean, I'd say. So should you buy it? Yep, I'd recommend it. Not too bad, but make sure you're getting one with the 4L80E, I'd say. Not too hard to find, as long as you're not trying to get like a low rider, like drop it on bags, because this one's a 4-wheel drive. Can't really do anything with a 4-wheel drive, but I'm pretty sure this is a 4L80. Not too sure, to be honest with you. I haven't really gotten under this truck and looked. So yeah, that's my review of the OBS Chevy truck. Thank you very much. Catch you later.